clearly we only want 3 more diamonds on this team, which I love. You guys get all my attention. And that is totally cool. We can roll with that. So second to last Monday of August, I feel like we haven't had a team call in a while, even though I guess we did last week, but I feel like I'm thrown off with the coach sneak peeks. So we're going to have to pick a date for those in September and stick to them. Not during team call nights, because I think it's really important for us to be connected and have this time, because this is our time together. We don't get it often. So just a few announcements. First off, I was hoping Shannon would be here, but maybe she's working. But Shannon hit Emerald today, so it's super exciting. We got a new Emerald coach. I think pretty much almost every coach in Team Cup on our team is Emerald now. So that's something super proud of all of you for being and stepping up to the plate and keeping your accounts active. It speaks volumes for all of you. So congrats to all of you and to Shannon. The health bet, I think all 3 of you have posted about this now, but it doesn't mean you can't stop posting about it. And the reason that I say this is we talked about it on my corporate call tonight. I have those every Monday night with my corporate sponsor. And the one thing that he kind of made me like step back and realize is like, well, yes, it's really awesome that Beachbody is putting in, oh, you just missed your shout out, Shannon. Congrats on Emerald. It's okay. You can watch it in the recording, but we're super proud of you. I was saying that I think every coach on our team that's in Team Cup is now an Emerald coach. So I'm super proud of you. And I know the best is yet to come. So, but back to the health bet. If you haven't posted about it, post about it, which I think all of you have. If you haven't done a live video about it, do a live video about it. But I want to get to the heart of what the health bet means. While yes, it's incredible that Beachbody is throwing money down, you guys all know that that's like a shiny object that people are looking at right now, right? It's like, ooh, I can win money to work out. But it's so much more than that. The health bet is really to have people fall in love with fitness again and to get them back on a routine that is long lasting, that's a lifestyle change, which has been what Beachbody has been to all of you. So this is where we can build potential coaches and get them awesome results. This is where we can help people keep on Shakeology and see awesome results and build your foundation of your business in September, which really starts now. So keep talking about the health bet in interesting ways. You know, I kind of sprinkle it in, and it's so like, yes, you have your big invite post tonight or tomorrow night or whatever night you want to do it. But you have to be breadcrumbing why this is important to you. And, you know, I'm like, Claire's really good at this, dropping hints about like, I'm getting my recipes ready for my September 5th group. Little things like that are breadcrumbs that lead into the big hook. If you haven't read Gary Vaynerchuk's Jab, 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 Right Hook, that's a great social media book. It's a really easy read. And it just talks about like, you can't just post every day, join my challenge group. Join my challenge group. You're invited. Here it is. Like, it's got to be a story that unfolds and each chapter gets more and more layered. So I just wanted to throw that out there to not just focus on the money, but really focus on falling back in love with fitness. And maybe you guys are at a point where you're going to try something new and that's going to be part of your health bet journey. So talking about that as well. What else? So something to go along with that. Not that any of you guys have done this, but I've seen some posts lately that aren't very intentional, aren't your own content. Like I said, I'm not throwing out any names, but I just want to say, think before you post. Not in the sense that you need to think a million hours about what you're posting, but just be intentional with your posts, right? Right now, all of us are trying to fill our challenge groups for the health bet. So we're going to be posting healthy recipes. We're going to be posting our workouts. We're going to be posting how we're feeling each day. We're going to be posting why Shakeology is important to us. We're going to be posting things that happen in our challenge groups, right? Because we're looking for challengers. We're looking for people that need to make a change. So we're going to be talking about our story and how we've made a change to relate to that person. Posting Pinterest quotes doesn't really inspire other people. People want you guys. They want your face. They want your story. They want your journey. And like I said, I'm not saying that any of you have done this, but take the quote and put it in the text of the post. You guys are all better than just going to Pinterest and copy pasting. You're all better than that. You have beautiful faces. If you have to post a damn selfie every day, it's way better than posting a Pinterest quote. Also, sprinkling your posts, you know, like I'm saying, you don't post an invite every single day. And all you have to do, if you don't know what to post, go into the photo albums and Glow Diggers under social media, and there's a posting calendar. It gives you 5 post ideas for each day. So you can literally go on there and say, okay, Monday I'm picking these 2 topics and I'm going to write it out. Tuesday I'm picking these 2 topics and I'm going to write it out. I think when I've planned my posts, I write them the night before or like early morning. It's so much more intentional, and like I can look back on my page and see, okay, well, I already gave a recipe and I already posted a workout yesterday, so it's got to be something different today. You know, you got to keep expanding and showing more of yourself. So I just want to kind of add that in there, and hopefully everybody that sees this on the recording will think about that too. Really exciting, August 31st, the 3-week yoga retreat is going to be uploaded on Beachbody On Demand. It's a free program for Beachbody On Demand paid members. So this is huge. Somebody could buy Beachbody On Demand $40 a month, or $40 every 3 months, and have access to a free 3-week program. Like, you just can't get that anywhere else. And not only that, all the other things that are going on Beachbody On Demand. So if somebody really doesn't want to do a workout, but they want Shakeology, make them sign up with the Beachbody On Demand Challenge Pack, because that's a whole program right there. And the BOD Challenge Pack's always $140. So that's kind of like a last resort go-to. Okay, and then I wanted to shout out Tara and Amy, which I was hoping they'd get on, because they're 1 person away from Success Club. I know they're going to lock it in. All of you, Julie is too. Sorry, Julie. And all of you at least have helped 1 person this month. So we're going to lock it in this week. It's totally possible. I know you guys are going to get big excitement because tomorrow is something special for me. Sorry, I get to recognize myself. I've been a coach for 2 years tomorrow. So I just want to thank all of you for spending your night with me, because even 2 years in, not everybody's on this team call. And that's just proof to you guys that people are going to quit. People are going to tell you no. People are going to give up. People are going to tell you you're crazy. People are going to send in their coach cancellation like 5 times. But guess what? The people that want this come and they stay and they'll be here. So just keep believing in yourself, because like I said, I've been doing this for 2 years and there's only 5 people on this call. And we got a long way to build. And I want to help you guys build your own team calls with 5 people, with 50 people, because that's what we have the power to do together. So I just wanted to kind of throw that out there and thank you guys, because I appreciate you. And I appreciate your spouses and your families for giving me your time. Lastly, shout out to Claire, because in a month, her and I are going on the Diamond Retreat for Rachel Khalil's downline. Basically, my team had the opportunity to hit Diamond, and I think it was by like Summit, and Claire had hit it way earlier this year. So her and I are going to the beach, and I'm super excited to bring you guys back a lot of leadership and just momentum at the end of September. And you may have a special guest hopping on next week for our team call. So keep an eye out for that. So that's all my announcements. Does anybody else have anything they want to share? They want to celebrate? Opening it up? Anything? Lauren, I know you got something.
You can totally, am I on? Can you hear me? No?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay, I can't tell what's picking up audio. So maybe you could totally hear me if the house muted, I don't know. But anyway, I wanted to give a huge shout out to Shannon, because I mentioned it before. I know Danielle, you've mentioned it as well, but seriously, Shannon, you putting up your numbers in the Team Cup page every night at 10 to 11 while I'm like wanting to just cry and curl up in the corner. You are sitting there and just like knocking it out of the park. And like, I can guarantee you every single night between 10 and 11, I can go on and see Shannon's numbers. And that is amazing and so inspiring. And seriously, keep it up, because whether we say it or not, I think we are all watching you and watching you shine and grow, and you're teaching each one of us something. So huge shout out to you for just digging your heels in deep and going for it.
Love that.
Thanks, guys. I mean, I really watch all of y'all, so you guys really inspire me, and I'm so happy to have everyone's support. So Thank you so much. I couldn't do it every day without you guys. So it's great.
And it's funny because Shannon may not tell you this, but I kind of put it in my post today. She gave me so many questions before she signed up. She's like, I'm not doing this. This isn't for me. And you just never know, guys. She's proof. Just saying.
It's so true. I am so difficult.
But just remember that when you're talking to your people and they're difficult, because you usually talk to the people just like you.
Yeah. Awesome.
All right, so I want to jump into the content for tonight. Since all of you are Emerald coaches on here, yay. We are working towards the next big rung of Diamond. And I think it just seems like this big, huge, shiny thing that like when we get to Diamond, I'm going to earn $2,000. And when I get to Diamond, I'm going to have like 5 coaches. And when I get to Diamond, I'm going to hit Success Club like a piece of cake. Well, I hate to crush your dreams, guys, but yes, Diamond is a huge stepping stone in your business, but it's a stepping stone. It's just another step in the process for you to work towards. It's the next big rank advancement because there is something called Ruby in between Emerald and Diamond, but pretty much nobody ever hits it or they don't sit there long because to be Ruby, you have 2 Emerald coaches under you, and I think you have 2 active coaches besides that. So most of you get the hang of signing up challengers as discount coaches pretty easy. It's just finding those Emerald coaches to run the business or running your spouse account and making that work. So pretty much nobody on my team's ever hit Ruby. So I think you'd way surpass that and hit Diamond. But I want to kind of share a little bit of my story towards Diamond because I haven't shared it in a while. Like I said, I'm just kind of getting sentimental since tomorrow's my 2-year anniversary. It's wild, guys. Like I feel like I still have so much I want to do and help you guys do that like 2 years seems like a snap of the fingers. But it took me 365 days almost to hit Diamond. 11 months. And I don't wish that for any of you. I want to help all of you do that way faster. But to be honest, it's really because I dabbled for way too long. So when I first signed up as a coach, I hit Success Club 8 my first month, and then I didn't hit it again until January. So I signed up in August. I started coaching in September, hit Success Club 8, and then I think I signed up 1 or 2 people over the holidays, and that was it. I dabbled. I didn't do my BAT. I just posted whatever the heck I wanted to do. You have to remember that my coach started at the same time as me, and Rachel Khalil was not in the picture. Like I didn't know who she was. I didn't know she existed. There was no structure. We just winged it. And so I didn't have anybody over me saying like, this is your next goal to work towards, or like, this is what you should be focusing on. We didn't know what the heck we were doing. So you guys are at a huge advantage that you have that structure and you have people that have experienced the Diamond rank and hitting Success Club consistently and just like the resources to help you grow and learn. I really didn't have that. And so there was no urgency for me. I feel like I didn't see myself as a leader. I didn't think that people would believe in me. I loved what I was doing. I would share it. I wasn't like afraid to do that, but I didn't take it seriously. And I think that I say this over and over again, but your fitness and your business are very aligned. When I am not on point with my fitness, I'm not on point with my business. So if you're not committed to a program, and we're going to talk about that tonight, like 100%. And if you're feeling like your business is really slow right now, you need to go the extra mile with your fitness. You need to do an extra workout during the week. You need to eat extra clean. You need to raise your standards up for what you're doing in your fitness and your nutrition, because when you feel good, you want to share more of that goodness. You know what I mean? Like you want to exude that like, oh my God, this is amazing. You know, like I can do this. It's totally manageable. It doesn't matter how much time you have. That's where the magic happens. And we're gonna expand on that. But I went through some top tips. I went to Micah Folsom's page. So she has a video I can share about this, but I'm pretty much gonna cover the tips she talked about. She went Diamond in 37 days. Drop the mic. But it's totally doable, and we talk about this a lot. It's really just 12 people in your downline. And if you get 2 people to hit Emerald, that takes away 6 of them. So all you have to do is help 6 people yourself. It's really not hard, guys. And when you kind of embrace that in your head, that like, I deserve this, and you wake up in the morning. I was talking again on my corporate call about writing affirmations, and I always thought that they were like totally silly and like not important. And if you don't know what I'm saying, like writing down in a notebook every morning when you get up, I am a diamond coach. I am a Success Club all-star. I have 10 people in my downline. You know, I had 2 active coaches. Whatever you want. I have paid off $1,000 of debt. Whatever those goals are for you, whether big or small, write them down in a notebook first thing when you get up every day. I'm going to start doing it and see where it takes us the rest of the year. So maybe you guys can implement that as well. Like get a fresh new notebook and just have affirmations. Like I said, I thought this was totally like a joke, but I don't know. People seem to be doing it. Top coaches seem to be doing it. So let's try to implement it. And I bet you that good things are going to happen. And if the skeptic can do it, you guys can do it. So I'm going to challenge you guys to start doing that every day of the week for the next week. And on our next team call, we're going to share what we are writing. Does that sound like a deal? Okay, cool. So let's get to the meat of the call. Top tips to go diamond, because everybody is working towards this big one. We have the Diamond Dash coming up in September. I promise you I'm going to get you the date, but it's going to be the second half of September so that we have time to push right now for challenge groups and the health bet. I just feel like you guys are bringing home the Team Cup, and it's too much to put that on you as well right now. So probably the second or third week of September, the Diamond Dash is going to be popping off. All right, so let me get to my notebook. Sorry, you guys know I got notes. So number 1, you probably know what I'm going to say is consistency, right? That big old C word that just seems to always catch us. And we talked about it. No, Shannon's like very consistent. Even if she only has 1 invite on there, she has 1. That's better than 0. And consistency really comes from being product of the product, showing up every day and sharing your workout tips. Not just posting a picture of what you bought at the grocery store, but sharing your grocery list as a free clean eating plan, or, you know, talking about unpacking your bag in a live video and saying why you have all these components, that it's not about deprivation, it's about eating the right stuff. You see how those are kind of turning more reels when you start sharing consistently? You have to be a role model for inspiration. People need you guys. And maybe you haven't realized this yet, but you all have at least one person under you in your downline. People need you. They've invested money in you. Like $140 someone signed up with you for, at least. That's kind of special, right? And you have a commitment to be that consistent role model in their life and to show up every day and prove to them that, yeah, I'm going to have bad days. I'm going to have struggles. I'm going to have setbacks, but I'm still going to show up and I'm still going to be that person. And it kind of alluded to what I was saying. If things are slow in your business, tone it up 1,000,000 times in your fitness. Do a program that you are scared shitless to do. Like that program that you're like, I will never do that. Go buy it for September and try it. If you haven't done the performance line, incorporate that into your workouts and try new things. But you got to be a product of the product first and foremost. It's one of the 3 vital behaviors. Well, 4 vital behaviors. It always mixes me up. So consistency, you know, like having that bomb transformation. If you're not happy with where you are and you're not happy with where you are in your business, go make it explode with an incredible transformation. All it takes is 21 days. All it takes is 3 days on the 3-day refresh. Like anybody can do that. Go give yourself proof to show people that with consistency, they can have results too. So that's my number 1 tip. Number 2 is brand yourself. Do not be a product pusher, right? It kills me, and this goes back to what I said before the call, sharing with our hearts, sharing with our stories. Lauren has gotten extremely so much better at this since when she started. Like she'll tell you, and it's okay because Time Hop brings up my post from 2 years ago and you guys would laugh at them too. But I know she struggled with that. She struggled with like, well, what is my story? What is my voice? What do I have to offer somebody? But you guys all do have special things in yourself, and you have to find what that is. You know, do the programs, be yourself, drink your shakes, share the real you. Like Julie shares her kids all the time. Like she's not perfect. She has to feed her kids. She has to go work as a teacher, but she's still getting up and grinding. That doesn't mean you should put a post up at 5:30 in the morning. I'm just throwing that out there because nobody's going to see it. But brand yourself. Find the things that are you. Lauren's a huge nerd. She's letting that flow out more and more. I see it. I see it every day. You know, let those things that are special about you come out. Let those little pieces of your story that are vulnerable come out. Go back and listen to the Chelsea Pearson branding call that you did in your Girl Boss training. And I know that Emily and Shannon are super close to finishing it up, so you guys better do it this week. But go back and listen to that. Sometimes you have to hear things 3, 4, 5 times before you see it in a different way, and you're just like, oh, this is so easy. So that's my number 2 tip. Number 3 is learn from the best. The best way that I have learned is literally going to YouTube, finding coaches that speak to me. Chelsea Pearson's like my go-to girl. And right now I shared on the Team Cup, Morgan Reiger has huge amounts of content on YouTube, like endless hours. Go learn from those people that you look up to. You know, maybe you went to Super Saturday and there's a coach there that really speaks to you. Maybe there's somebody you saw in the top 10 that you just love and you want to be like them. Go listen to their team calls. Go find out what they're doing and watch their page for 2 weeks and see what they're posting and learn from it. But here's the catch. You can't just go watch. You guys know what I'm going to say. You have to take action on the things you learn. So do what they do. Listen to what they say, tweak it to be your own, and then make it your own and do it. You know, if you feel like I don't know how to find coaches, then go YouTube how to add to your network or how to find coaches Beachbody or, you know, whatever. You can find anything on Google or YouTube these days. But I learned so much from listening to YouTube trainings during my workouts. I've totally eliminated listening to Shanti and Autumn in the background, and I literally get in leadership training then, or I get in like how to help you guys to diamond. I did that the past 3 days during my workouts. I went on and listened to calls. That's how I add extra 30 minutes of PD to my day. It's so simple. You guys know the workouts. You don't need to hear their voices. So what if you miss a few moves? At least you're feeding your brain at the same time. So learn from the best and then go do what they do in your own way. Number 4, this is from Scotty Hobbs. He was an incredible speaker at Summit. He's like transformed his life tremendously. He's personally sponsored coach of Lindsay Matway. If you haven't heard his story, you can go find him on YouTube. He has incredible content as well. But he said, your income is a direct reflection of how many lives you've changed. And I was like, boom, so true. Because when like a year ago, I was making like $500 a month, which was huge for me at the time. I'm not saying that is bad, but I was only helping 3 people a month. That was my standard. And when I decided that that was no longer my standard, well, guess what? I changed more lives. I helped more people. I shared more of my story, and my income naturally grew. So you have to be focused on others and genuinely concerned of what their goals are, what they're struggling with, and what their transformation is, because that's where you guys breed your coaches. So like the first week of a challenge group, you should be checking in with your people and saying, hey, what's the best part of the week? What's the worst part of the week? Where are you struggling? What's something that you've seen that has grown? The second part of the week, you ask the same questions and you say, hey, I've noticed that you've been posting a lot in the group. You are rocking your challenge. Have you ever considered coaching? You're pretty much doing what I'm doing. That's all it is. It's converting challengers to coaches. And when you help change more lives, they're already going to love the product. You guys don't have to convince them about Shakeology or the 21-day fix. They already love it. So they're naturally going to share it because it's like going to a good restaurant. You guys all know the analogy. It's a natural progression. So it's really just focusing on changing more lives. And right now you're in luck because you have the health bet and you're focused on getting challengers, right? So that we can build at the end of September for diamond and coaches. It's a progression. And sometimes you get lucky and you find somebody that's ready to coach day one. I've only had 2, maybe 3. Most of my coaches start as challengers first and then convert. So if you're lucky and you're posting enough about the coaching opportunity, that will happen in time. But just know your coaches come from your challengers. So number 5, be the coach that you'd love to have in your downline. Are you super self-motivated? Are you driven? Do you set your goals high and crush them? Do you lead by example and have your team follow? Are you the person that asks your coach, hey, I think we should be doing this? Or, hey, I can see that nobody's posting in the group, so I'm going to post a video and motivate them. Or, hey, I want to recognize this coach this week because I can just tell she's crushing it. You guys don't need to wait for me. Like, you are all future leaders in this team. So be the coach that you want to attract, both publicly and in our team pages. I think too often I allow you guys to depend on me, and I'm going to work harder to not do that because I want you to embrace that leadership role. And that just really takes thinking of the perfect coach that you want. And like, what do they have? Like, be them. Like, what do? They probably share some incredible content already because you guys must think they're going to be a dream coach of yours for some reason. So go look at what they're sharing. Put your head down and work. We talked about that last call, right? It's hard. It's so hard, but that's why personal development is one of your 3 vital behaviors. You got to keep your mind right and motivated to push through hard times. I know I shared I was in a funk. I feel like our team was in a funk last week, but the cool thing is we have a new week and it's a new time and it's a new quarter almost to crush the end of the year. And that's what I have for this team. You guys know where the goals are for me, but it means nothing besides what you guys want because this is a team. And so we have to think about, like, it's a journey and it's not going to happen tomorrow. But if the coach I dreamed of had joined tomorrow, would I be ready? Would I be ready to lead them? You kind of have to gut check yourself there, right? Like, it's not Danielle leading all of them. It's Lauren and Julie and Emily and Shannon having leaders that they are growing and embracing and duplicating the success and the camaraderie we have on this team. Number 6, run monthly challenge groups, right? Don't wait for me to say, oh, we're running a Health Bet challenge group. Team up with another coach, because I think it's really good when you start out to not do everything yourself. Unless you're super motivated and you don't have a job and you have nothing else to do, which none of us do. But I think it's really cool to team up with another coach on this team and get excited about having your own challenge group, because that's a huge role you're taking in leadership. And it also pushes you harder to actually fill the challenge group. You set the date for September 5th. You're not going to show up with just yourself. You're going to work hard the next 2 weeks and fill it and have people to help in September. You have to get in the groove, and it's hard right now to speak to this, of pushing hard the first 2 weeks of the month to get challengers, right? And it's kind of flip-flop right now because of the Health Bet. So right now, these 2 weeks, we're pushing hard for challengers. The first 2 weeks of September, we're going to be kind of like backwards, right? Which is okay. And there's months that happens with holidays and stuff. But on a typical month, the first 2 weeks, you want to push hard for challengers so that you hit Success Club by the 15th. You guys all know that, right? And then the last 2 weeks, you're focusing on coaches. See, you don't have to be perfect even 2 years in it to be successful, okay? And you guys can laugh at me all you want. But when people wait to the last 2 weeks to find challengers, like, it sucks, right? It takes the momentum out of you and you're like, oh, why won't somebody just sign up? Like, why won't they complete their enrollment? Why did they cancel? You can't control any of that. All you can control is the effort you put now in and the consistency that you develop, back to number 1. So you really can look at your posts this way. So right now, like I said, all of your posts should be honing in on components of challenge groups. Why you were skeptical of it in the beginning, why you decided to do at-home workouts. What's an unskilled victory that you have right now? What is your personal development motivation? What good books are you reading right now? I just posted for people, maybe nobody responded, and that's okay, what workout I should try next. It's little things like that that are breadcrumbing for your accountability group. And those are the things you need to be sharing. The second half of the month, you share, yes, you still share your fitness and your health, and you still share your personal development, but you share it from a coaching hat, from somebody that's looking for other motivating, driven people to join their team. You're talking about the success of your team. Even if you personally haven't had it, you guys are a part of a successful team. You're part of a top 250 team in a network of 450,000. If that's not worth sharing, I don't know what is. You've helped 2 people this month. That's worth sharing, you know? Talk about their goals and what you're doing to motivate them. Talk about your own skepticism before signing up. Talk about the community and how you get on a team call every Monday night. Even though you're super tired and exhausted and you're not looking forward to your 5 a.m. wake-up call, it brings energy and passion to you. Those are the things that you talk about. And you talk about it as if like you fake it until you make it. Nobody knows you guys don't have a team under you. You do have a team. Look around. There's 5 of us on here right now. Talk about it like you're the leader of the team. Talk about it like Glow Diggers is your baby and you are driving it home. And when you speak like that in your conversations and you speak like that in your posts, you attract the right people. You don't get the excuses and objections from people anymore. I can't tell you, just from sharing the health bet and kind of breadcrumbing up to my 2 years tomorrow. And my posts, I'm not a good, I don't get a huge amount of likes on my posts. And it's something I have to work on a lot. And I'm a big believer that likes don't equal sales. Because guys, I've hit 10 every month since December. But your posts do matter. And I'm a big believer in sharing what's on my mind from the heart. And like I was talking to my old self, I've had more people reach out to me in the past 2 days that came out of the woodworks than like ever in the past 2 months. Because I'm building the health bet, because I'm building my story. Like, it's nothing magical. It's just getting deeper with what you're sharing. So running those monthly challenge groups and advertising them with a link, but not writing a novel in your post is important. Share, again, go create a bomb transformation for yourself and make that your next challenge group invite. Go buy the 3-day refresh and have a 3-day refresh transformation. It's really that simple. So act like you're killing it in your coaching career. You know, even if you've only made $80 from commissions, who cares? That's $80 you didn't have. People will be inspired by your dedication. This person isn't just telling me what to do, they're also telling me about their journey and they're inviting me in. And that's where people connect. All right. So number 7, define your pushers. So what are the big goals in your head that you have? You know, the sky is really the limit for this business, right? And we should be dreaming big and we should be setting those high expectations for ourselves. But that also means you need to reverse engineer it and see what you need to do every day working towards that goal. Right now, my brain is like on overload, scared the crap out of me, working towards quitting my job next year. But I'm getting on the phone with one of Noelle's coaches this week to talk about my income and what the heck I need to do tax-wise and all that crazy stuff I don't understand. But that's kind of a big goal that I'm setting the first brick to work towards. So maybe that's something different for you. Maybe that's just hitting $1,000 in your business. Maybe that's helping 10 people. Maybe that's hitting Success Club 10 for, 12 months in a row. But the sky is the limit, set those big goals and put them in front of your face every day. And that goes back to your vision board. Like if you haven't updated it in 2 months, you probably should, because your goals now are different than they were before. So lastly, this is kind of a quote that Micah shared, is believe in yourself so strongly that the world can't help but believe in you too. You guys can do this. You are awesome. You can change lives. All it takes is implementation. So all those things I just shared, implementing them. I wanted to see if there was anything else. So The one other thing I wanted to mention that we are kind of layering in with our stuff more and more is the leadership ladder. And so Emily is a business starter, which is incredible. And I know she's going to continue that this month because you have to hold it each month. And that just means you've helped 3 people every month. So you hit Success Club 5 and you earn over $100 and you're an active coach. That's all it is to be a business starter. It's simple, guys. But I don't know if Julie is or not. Julie, correct me if I'm wrong. I'm really bad at checking my downline lately. But that needs to be your first goal, is not just only hitting business starter this month, but working towards team builder and going in and understanding the leadership ladder. Because while diamond is huge, like I said at the beginning of this call, it's not like you hit diamond and you make $1,000, guys. It's just a rank. I hate to burst your bubble. And it's very important, and I want you to get there fast because you're maximizing your $18 team cycle bonus. But the foundation of your income growth is in the leadership ladder. So that means focusing on Success Club, focusing on helping your coaches hit Success Club, earning a specific income per month. I think it's $250, which is, again, not that hard. But go check out the leadership ladder in your online office. It's right next to the Success Club tab. I've done videos on this before. It's really, being a diamond is stepping up to the plate and acting like you were a diamond right now. If you were a diamond right now, I have a question for you guys. In the chat box, what would you do differently in your business? And it can just be one simple thing. If you were a diamond and you had 2 emerald coaches under you, they could be your spouse and your grandma, I don't care. But what would you do differently as a diamond coach? You know, would you have a team page? Would you lead team calls? Would you have a monthly calendar? What would you share differently on your page? I'm just interested to see what you guys would say and think about this. Yes. Love it, Julie. I think those are both great things. So just for the recording, Shannon said, share about coaching more confidently. Julie said, run my own challenge groups. Lauren said, wake up at 5:30 and power hour to enjoy the evening. Have a team page and lead my team calls. Love it. Emily, what you got? So you guys can't get away with anything when there's only 5 people on the call. All of the above. Come on, give me something else. I know it's not you do a live video because you're going to do it as an Emerald coach. You guys know me too well. You know I push you because you are meant to continue to be pushed, and you ask for it. That's why I did my little tough love call this weekend. You got anything, Emily? Love it. See what she says in a second. But I really think it's just embracing that leadership. Like I said, when I shared my story about Diamond before, I just didn't believe in myself. I didn't believe that anybody else would believe in me. So Emily said, do live videos and have more intent with my Facebook posts, which you can do now. The cool thing is everything you guys said, you can do it now. Nothing says you can't do it. I'm not your boss. You're your own girl boss. So I challenge all of you to start implementing that over the next month. If you have one coach in your downline, even if they're a discount coach, go make a team page for them and call it Lauren's Personally Sponsored Coaches. And let it be your place to step into that leadership role. I didn't make this team page, just for a fun fact, until September of 2016. So I had been a coach for over a year and I still relied on my coach. I don't want you guys to do that. I want you to confidently invite to this coaching opportunity like you are the best damn leader and you're going to figure it out. And if you don't know things, guess what, guys? There's YouTube and Google. You don't need to know everything to invite to the coaching opportunity. You don't need to know everything to be a diamond coach. You don't need to know everything to be a star diamond coach. Heck, I don't know everything, and I don't want to ever know everything because I always want to be in a state of growth and I always want to learn new things. And you should. All of the top 10 coaches will tell you staying in a state of growth is how they've kept their business alive. So diamond is just another stepping stone on your journey. You decide how fast you get there. You decide the effort you put in to get there. You decide to stop listening to those voices in your head telling you that you can't, and just asking, telling somebody and complimenting them. I just can't get enough of your posts. They're so inspiring. Do you mind me asking, have you ever considered being a coach before? That's all it is, a compliment and a question. And then most of you freeze up when they say, well, yeah, actually, I was wondering what you were doing. Do you guys freeze up and you're like, I don't know what to say next, right? So I want you this week, and maybe even tonight, right after this call, to write up a little blurb, 4 to 5 sentences of what you do as a coach, right? It's based around the 4 vital behaviors. Well, I started my journey, and I have this. It's a copy paste in Evernote so that I don't ever have to type it again. Well, I started this journey about 2 years ago. I was sick and tired of feeling sick and tired. I just completed my master's degree, created bad habits, eating out all the time, gained 20 pounds, and just felt like crap. I tried this little thing called the 21-Day Fix in Shakeology. Didn't really know what the heck it was, but I was sick and tired of being where I was. Fast forward 2 years later, I dropped a lot of weight, gained a lot of confidence, found other women that are supportive and want more out of life just like me. And I get to do it all in the comfort of my own home, on my own time, whenever I want. Does this seem like something you'd be interested in? And then you use a tool. You use a coaching sneak peek. You use a YouTube video recording of our coaching opportunity calls. Live the Life You Love on my YouTube page. You ask them to get on the phone and talk with me or your upline coach and you. All of these things are just simple. But break down the process for you so when somebody says yes, you don't freeze and not know what to do. Because you guys are confident, strong, fearless leaders, right? You have an inspiring team that has huge momentum and has huge goals for the rest of the year, and you want to help other women achieve them too. You see how that feels so much different and that feels so much powerful as a diamond coach? Guys, the only thing that separates you from being a diamond coach is your mind. That the people are out there. There's 250 million people that are obese or overweight, and another 250 million who just want more out of life, like you guys. So don't overthink it. My gut is always to just ask now, because even if they say, no, I hate your guts, well, you're lost. Peace out. They'll watch me. They will. It happens every time. I guarantee in the next 5 years, they'll be crawling back saying, what the heck did you do? Tell me how you did it. So when you have that mindset, it's like the no's just roll off your shoulder. Like, I don't care if somebody tells me no. No just means not right now. No just means, they're not in it. And when you write those affirmations, it's like, well, you're a loss. I'm going to do this. I am a diamond coach. I am a leader. I do have 5 personally sponsored coaches that are hitting Success Club. We have 7 coaches of my personally sponsored, sorry, Julie, that have helped change a life this month, which is incredible. We've never broken that 7 streak. So I want to band together and see who we can help, not only the 8th coach to help change a life, but all of you change at least 3 to 5 lives this month. Because you are a diamond coach. You are a leader. You are awesome. You have a gift to give, and I know you will give it. So the last 10 minutes, I want to kind of open up to you guys of what you're thinking about, or, what you've struggled with diamond. Just open it up to Q&A, whatever you guys want to talk about. Since you guys have heard 50 minutes of me, I know you got to have something. Julie, what you got?
I think the hardest thing that I still struggle with, and I know I tell you this all the time, but I think for me, the hardest thing I still struggle with is reaching out to people more so that I know than that I don't know. Because if I don't know you, I don't like whatever. I'm never going to see you again. I've probably never met you in real life. It doesn't matter if there's no connection. But like when it's somebody that I work with or like one of my cousins or something, I always feel like it's so much harder for me to reach out to them. And because I don't know, I'm totally in my own head about it, but I always feel like I come off so pushy, even though it's just like me being excited, but like, I just feel like I always come off so pushy, and then like that's when people stop responding to me or like things like that. I feel like that has been one of my biggest struggles. And I also feel like, which I posted about on the Team Cup page tonight, like the first couple months, it was kind of like I knew that I knew these 3 people that wanted to sign up. So after those 3, I like had those 3 people who I knew were interested, I like wouldn't talk to anybody else. So then the next month I was like fishing around for 3 people, but then I kept doing it. And then like with what happened with Alana, it was just like, okay, it's like nothing is set in stone. Like she canceled within 3 hours of signing up without telling me. And it was like, okay, well, I'm glad that like this month more so than ever, I actually have been talking to other people, and I was able to send another enrollment tonight, and I have like 2 or 3 more girls who are interested. So it's like, it's nice that like this is the most forms I've ever done in my life, so it's just, I mean, it's been hard for me to get the forms out, but like knowing this month, I literally think I've done more this month than I have since April. So it's nice to know that I don't need to rely on just those first 3 people. I'm finding other people who are interested and still making those connections and not settling on 3. And if I don't get it, like, oh, well.
Totally. And I've done that too, like I shared in the Team Cup, like, well, I hit 10, check. Like I'm exempt from doing anything this weekend. Heck no. That can't be your mindset. You can't put a ceiling on your dreams. You've got big, huge goals, which all of you do, because I know you're wise. 3 people is like the minimum, not the maximum, right? And that's a mindset shift. Again, it's feeding your brain with personal development and finding something that you can plug into that's going to fire you up. So like go search on YouTube a motivational video, and if you have to watch it before you do your power hour every day, like do it, whatever inspires you. I would say I agree. Like it's easier for me to talk to people I don't know. But one thing that I do, like my grandmom and my mom, I talk to them all the time about Beachbody, and my mom signed up, but she doesn't really take it as seriously as I'd like. But I talk openly to them about where I'm going with this business. And I think that has helped me embrace my leadership and to talk to other people about the coaching opportunity. Because it's not like I just learned this, guys. And that's why I force you guys to do live videos, because when you speak about it and you hear yourself speak about what you want and you put it out in the universe, it usually comes back around. And you're practicing for your own team calls to be more confident. And you're showing people that you're real. You're not just a pretty picture and a lot of text. So that's why I kind of push the live videos, because it lets you put your goals out there. And people can judge, but guess what, guys? People judge anyways. People judge like the dress you wear tomorrow. Who the heck cares? I think it's really just like maybe finding a family member that, like, I don't know, your mom, I don't know who you're close with, and talking to them consistently about your business. Like every time I talk to my mom, I share with her like what's going on in our team, or, somebody made a huge rank advancement, because it makes me feel like I'm doing something right. And it also makes me feel more confident in what I'm doing. And maybe that's like your best friend or something. Like it doesn't have to be family members. That's just what it's worked for me. Maybe it's your spouse. But I think that, my parents still think that I'm kind of crazy because I've told them about leaving my job, but that's okay. And I'm okay with that. But it's helped me create more confidence and setting myself up for that leadership role, if that makes sense. And Julie, I'll tell you, the majority of my friends that are close to me have not signed up with me, or they have for like a month or 2 and then quit. So don't take it personally. They are watching, and you never know when there's the right time. But also I can say, like, Emily and Shannon and me have never met before, but they're still here and they still trust me. So it's kind of cool when you connect with people that are just like you and you've never met them. Hopefully that helps. What else you guys got? You feeling better? Something hit you?
All right, I'll start talking because I can't keep my mouth shut for too long. There was a conversation, Amy and I kind of have adopted each other very recently as being success partners and just kind of holding each other accountable. And it's really funny how similar the two of us are. Because I know that there's a lot of times when we both feel, hey, we feel a little bit of pressure coming down from the spouse because we're not spending as much time with them as we used to. That's because we're not sticking to our business hours at all, even though we made them for a very specific reason. And I have been trying to be a little bit more open that I constantly have like this flip-flop battle of emotions where like
Wait, can you just please comments? Dave let me walk into a tree tonight because I was checking my phone.
We were on a walk. I pulled my phone out. He stopped and stared at me. A tree branch whacked me right in the forehead. And I just looked at him. I was like, you saw it and didn't say anything? He's like, well, you should put your phone away. I was like, I swear I'm going to have like a bruise on my forehead.
Julie, sounds like a great post for tomorrow. Just saying.
Yeah, right?
Good content building, but a good wake-up call to stick to business hours.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I hope you're doing okay. That's great. Oh. Wow, thank you, Julie. I completely lost my train of thought. That's great. So I have like this roller coaster ride of emotions that go on, I swear, like every other day in my brain, in my head, and a lot of it is stuff that I create, which has been extremely difficult to realize, but amazing when I actually have those breakthrough moments. And I felt like, I started to feel myself slipping again into that. I can't do it. It's not coming easy. I'm trying, but I don't see the results. And just having that moment to just say, so what? Maybe you are trying. Maybe you're not trying on the right things. Maybe you're spending more time thinking about what you're going to write than just saying it. Maybe you're spending more time working out because you got to clear your head when really all you need to do is just say something. Like, it doesn't even matter what you say. Just go talk to someone. So it's good to always have these team calls, and really it's almost like a therapy session, I swear, for us to kind of all just get back together and get grounded again and say, like, you might have had a tough week, you might have had a tough weekend, it might have been a really crappy morning, but who cares? Because like this group of people, these 5 people on this call right now, have always got your back, no matter what. And it's our time to just shine and grab it. And yeah, that's me just talking. I'm sorry. But anyway, love team calls. It's a great place to kind of get grounded again and kind of fresh start for the week.
Awesome. Emily or Shannon, what you guys got? Anything that you're excited about or more motivated for? Nothing? Come on.
I don't know. I'm motivated for September for sure. I'm excited to be able to do Diamond Dash. That's a big motivator for me right now. But yeah, I mean, I had a really tough weekend at my other job, I guess I should now call it. But it was kind of like that first feeling where I didn't totally fall apart on the coaching. So it was a bit of a confidence builder for me to be able to like feel like I've gotten to a point with my routine a little bit where I can juggle both. And not only that, but I feel like especially like I think it was maybe Friday, like my workout just changed my whole outlook. Like I just came home from work miserable and I couldn't get out of my head. Like our whole forecasting and budget right now is crashing around me. And like, but when I did my workout, I just feel like it was such a fresh start. And then I was able to just kind of like refocus on something else. So that was my big thing, I think, this weekend or this last week.
Love it. Congrats.
Thanks.
Emily, you got 1 minute. Got anything?
Yeah.
Nothing. Emily still
I don't know.
hasn't done her live videos. We're going to push her to do it this week.
I'm hoping. I'll try.
You can do it. I promise. It's not scary. Yeah. I like to do like when I'm cooking and just like give some clean eating tips, or you're good at that. You know, find something that you're comfortable with talking about. It doesn't have to be crazy or simple. I think it's always that first one scary, and then once you do it, it's like, oh, okay. You've done so many workouts. You should talk about that too. Like why you've switched to at-home workouts. There's so many things you can share.
I'll work on it.
Awesome. I know Shannon will push you. Awesome, guys. Well, I don't want to keep you any longer because I know it's been an hour. And I appreciate you. Like I said, thank you so much for hopping on. It means the world to me. And we'll have a big team party tomorrow on the team page because, well, why the heck not? Why not celebrate? And I love you guys. I will see you tomorrow. All right? Go rock your week and crush the cup.